The tea house.
Obeying Thrag's orders makes you a servant.
And I serve proudly as a son of Viltrum.
The tea house.
I bow to no one, Omni-Man.
Then I'll pluck your legs off at the knees.
Hanging gardens.
Resistance is boneheaded, which suits you.
I'd rather die than submit to oppression.
Hanging gardens.
Viltrumite rule brings order and control.
Two things which no one needs.
The fire temple.
Your people condemn mine to death.
Decimation is good for the gene pool.
The fire temple.
As pigs are to humans, humans are to Veternians.
All of you are far, far beneath Viltrumites.
Living forest.
What are you, Damien Darkblood's girlfriend?
I've had stranger bedfellows.
Living forest.
Viltrumite blood is not on your menu, Nitara.
I won't leave until I feed.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
I too have walked in darkness, but I repented.
Repent all you want. My conscience is clear.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
The realms do not need another conqueror.
You'll feel differently once I take over.
Treasure chamber.
Enough of your sanctimonious crap.
Redeem yourself or die in damnation.
Treasure chamber.
Demon, saint, what are you, Ashura?
A weary soul seeking absolution.
Sundo.
Are you from Johnny's new superhero movie?
I'm here to save you all from yourselves.
Sundo.
Ever tire of ending fights with one punch?
Maybe I'll draw this one out.
The hourglass.
Even with sight, you'd never see me coming.
So what? I can feel you stirring the air.
The hourglass.
Highly doubt a blind swordsman can kill me.
Sento and I are more than meets the eye.
The gateway.
Tarkat makes me no less worthy an opponent.
I won't tolerate you spreading that plague.
The gateway.
You smell of old blood and dark wars.
That should make you very, very afraid.
The gateway.
You got a face only a Ragnar could love.
And you have a face I'll enjoy flaying.
The gateway.
Viltrumite medicine could cure your disease.
What strings are attached to that offer?
The pyramid.
Your timeline is unlike any I have encountered.
If you think you know me, trust me, you don't.
The pyramid.
Viltrumite rule would break the timeline.
You can't perfect something without breaking it first.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
I've battled an immortal before.
Then you know I will return to haunt you.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
If I control time, I'll make a better world.
Your hubris is as unbound as your strength.
Ying Fortress.
Martian Man, is that you? No, this is more fucked up than that.
Ying Fortress.
You should have discarded Debbie years ago. Think I've gone soft? Shut the fuck up and hit me.
Corrupted Forest.
What is an alternate me doing here? Does the name Angstrom Levy mean something to you?
Go. Corrupted Forest.
You failed to conquer Earth, didn't you? It's all under control. Stick to your own timeline.
Go. Corrupted Forest.
I'll set the example for Mark you failed to be. You wouldn't dare.
The Flesh Pits.
You should know.
With great power comes great...
Stop, right there. You can't platitude me to death.
The flesh pits.
Perhaps you should seek inner peace.
Peace isn't sought, it's enforced.
Dark Cotton Colony.
Devote your service to me, Raiden.
I won't serve anyone who would harm Earthrealm.
Dark Cotton Colony.
Think. What good would your death accomplish?
Inspiring future generations to oppose you.
The Great Hall.
By the Elder Gods, what are you?
I'm something of a god myself.
The Great Hall.
You have destroyed worlds. I have erased whole timelines.
Finally, a worthy challenge.
Wu Shi Academy.
Why would anyone give up power?
To ensure that the future is fair and free.
Wu Shi Academy.
I don't buy your whole truth and light act.
We are not all as deceitful as you.
Temple of Kataravala.
You know, you could use some anger management training.
Get out of my sight before I demolish you.
Temple of Kataravala.
You look like the dad I never had.
You're fragile. My son is invincible.
Your blade. Cage Mansion.
They don't make movies about heroes like me.
Because, duh, you're the villain, bro.
Your blade. Cage Mansion.
You're not a real fighter. You're an actor.
You want to see real? I'll show you real.
The Tea House.
Madame Beau says everyone has a weakness.
Then she's never met a Viltrumite.
The Tea House.
Seeking a worthy challenge? Here I am.
Okay, Kung Lao. Prove your worth.
Hanging Gardens.
Want to be remembered? Write a book.
Good idea. I will tell all how I defeated you.
Hanging Gardens.
The cocky one. You're about to be humbled.
By a man in a cape? I do not think so.
The Fire Temple.
What does a would-be despot know of justice?
Enough to teach you a masterclass.
The Fire Temple.
Sundo won't recognize your authority.
They will, after I make an example of you.
Blade. Living Forest.
Go ahead, arrest me, if you can.
If I can't, I will die trying.
Blade. Living Forest.
You answer to a higher authority now.
I answer only to the Empress.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
The Lin Kuei will conquer the realms.
Consider me your distinguished competition.
Sub-Zero. Shang Tsung's laboratory.
All things freeze, even you.
I've trained at absolute zero. Try me.
Treasure Chamber.
Cold can't stop me, not even in deep space.
Everyone has a weakness. I will find yours.
Treasure Chamber.
I'll hit you so fast you'll piss bloody icicles.
A colorful threat you won't live to fulfill.
Sundo.
I won't trade one set of shackles for another.
How about trading shackles for a coffin?
Sundo.
You've worn two faces, as I have.
Yes, and sooner or later every mask slips.
The Hourglass.
Ever fought a Viltrumite before?
Have you ever fought as a Terran shapeshifter?
The Hourglass.
Ugh, you smell like sewage.
That is the scent of your own shame.
The Gateway.
Fighting me empty-handed is a mistake.
Bring your whole armory. It won't help.
The Gateway.
Absolute power has corrupted you.
Power doesn't corrupt, it enables.
The gateway.
You seem reasonable. Stand down or die.
Get out of here!
The gateway.
I claim this timeline for the Viltrum Empire.
You will burn for this invasion.
The pyramid.
I rejected the Lin Kuei to fight for justice.
Justice? How stupidly self-righteous of you.
The pyramid.
The Shirai Ryu won't let you pass.
Easy, kid. I go where I please.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
Why not drop a smoke bomb, call it a night?
I don't flee from any opponent.
Tomb of the Dragon Army.
Let me guess, you vape people to death?
Try mocking me with your lungs full of soot.
Ying Fortress.
Drowning will quell your wrath, Viltrumite.
I can hold my breath for weeks.
Ying Fortress.
My sorcery could extract your power.
Try extracting my fist from your ribcage.
Corrupted Forest.
You're ambitious to a fault.
Says the universe-conquering braggart.
Corrupted Forest.
Stop, please. Don't hit me with water.
Has no one told you I've drowned an entire city?
The Flesh Pits.
Men like you think they can take whatever they want.
I can. I will. And none of you can stop me.
The Flesh Pits.
I am not afraid to die for Outworld.
You sure? Your heart just skipped a beat.
Dark Cotton Colony.
What's the point of guarding a diseased freak?
Love, which you know nothing about.
Dark Cotton Colony.
Melina can live so long as she's useful.
You will not harm her while I draw breath.
The Great Hall.
Outworld is the strongest of all realms.
Good. I'll break Outworld first to prove a point.
The Great Hall.
You stand in the presence of Outworld's Empress.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Wu Shi Academy.
Tainted blood. Who would breed with you?
I've no interest in breeding, you thug.
Wu Shi Academy.
Think about it. You can save your empire.
I'll cut my own throat before I bend a knee.
Temple of Kataravala.
What right have you to claim dominion?
More right than you muling children.
Temple of Kataravala.
My sister will never abdicate her throne.
I'll crush you, your sister, and that throne.
Cage Mansion.
You want to save Outworld lives? Surrender.
And subject them to your tyranny?
Cage Mansion.
Your tenacity reminds me of my wife.
Does she long for your death as I do?
The Tea House.
You will pay for insulting the General.
Why serve someone who needs you to fight his battles?
The Tea House.
I am bound to General Shao by blood.
Duty, honor, I almost respect you.
Hanging Gardens.
Tell the General, Outworld is mine.
He would prefer that I bring him your head.
Hanging Gardens.
Admit it, you're more lapdog than soldier.
A dog, am I? See how I bite.
The Fire Temple.
You have more heart than you let on.
Allow me to reset your expectations.
The Fire Temple.
My empire has endured for millennia.
You're overdue for regime change.
Living Forest.
Perhaps I'll keep you and your daughters as pets.
Pets! For that,
You will die.
Living forest.
Declare me your emperor and I'll spare your daughters.
My daughters' lives are not yours to leverage.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Slaying you will make me a legend.
Yet when I slay you, no one will remember.
Shang Tsung's laboratory.
Steel sharpens steel. We are equally matched.
The feeling is decidedly not mutual.
Sundo.
At least you look somewhat threatening.
My looks do not deceive.
Sundo.
You might have value as a training dummy.
You need to be trained in respect.
The Gateway.
Schemers like you rot the core of civilization.
I see there's no winning you over. Pity.
The Gateway.
I'm not dumb enough to trust a charlatan.
But it takes one to know one, doesn't it?
Treasure Chamber.
I have studied you. You have weaknesses.
You won't live long enough to exploit them.
Treasure Chamber.
We could form an alliance.
A one-man army needs no allies.